Hi everyone and welcome in this YouTube channel. If you're not a subscriber, please don't hesitate to subscribe. So this week we're gonna see the way down from Martinique down to Trinidad. Was kind of so the hurricane season already started, so it was kind of wet. We can see we get some trouble with the motor, but by the way we manage it. But I don't want to say much. Let's go and see it. It's just right now. So let's start from Martinique. This is the anchorage of this Anse d'Arlet. I'm really surprised about the number of the boats, which is around, we are in June and the hurricane season already started, but there's a lot of boats, so we have to anchor in the port side of the bay, which is a bit rolly, but that was really nice. The Anse d'Arlet, I really recommend you is one of my favorite wing of the whole Caribbean. And we also went a little bit on the inside of the island, and this is some roundabouts. As you can see, you will find everywhere on the island some past culture, some reference of the slavery time and things like this, which is really done. And the Martinique is one of the most clean island of the whole Caribbean. There is no one paper, nothing around, so this is really something we appreciate as French. Like to get some clean island, and except the Sargasso, we're really happy to get this. Okay, so this is St. Lucia, our arrival in St. Lucia. We, as you can see on the backyard, on the back, you can see La Soufrière, which is this double hill. We're gonna go to anchor over there. The mooring is kind of $15 a night, a little bit rolling, but it's a national park. So that was the first stop before going straight to Grenada. So on the next morning, as you can see, the clouds start to come around, and it was announced on the weather forecast it will be the first tropical raining, it's not a storm, but you know, it's a tropical rain coming. And it looks like they were right, because the horizon doesn't look very clean, so we prepare for that. And we try to keep a good speed of rage, so right now we're doing about 6 knots. We're gonna try to go straight to Grenada, which is a long sail, so the goal is to arrive before night. We're not sure we're gonna manage to do that, but we will see it as we go. Yeah, and still cloudy outside, so let's see. And this is new, but we really often pass by plane very close to us, so I don't know why this is like this, but it's happening really a lot, so we film it, we enjoy it. So that's it. The rain looks like we wear a wet suit and everything, because it looks like gonna be a really rainy day, so we're gonna be wet. So the Grenadine doesn't look to be really clean. Look at this, it's totally dark around. There is no 1 square meters without a really dark cloud, so I do believe we're not gonna be able to sail without being under some squall and heavy rain. So we prepare for it, and we'll see what's going on. The good thing is we repaired the autopilot, so we don't have to steer. But we will see if it starts to be really bad. For the moment, we have 90 degrees wind with 30 knots, so that allows us to get a kind of comfortable cruise. If we get some really strong squall, we may bear out and see how does it go. But anyway, we're gonna go right now to get some lunch time as soon as we can, because if the rain is coming, it's not going to be the right time to do it. So let's go to get some lunch moment. See you later. And this is Martin is doing some kind of tartine. I don't know if it's this, but this guy is totally crazy, so I would like to share with you the way I did it. So you get everything on a piece of bread, so put it like this. It's totally, and then you make a kind of, it's not even a sandwich, I don't know what it is, and eat things like this instead of getting on the bowl or with a fork. So you make a compact things. Look at that. He's happy with yourself. What you want to do with it? It's kind of teenager. You cannot do nothing with this type of guys. But he's happy. So anyway, yeah, the food is good, eh? You're enjoying to get food like this. Well, we're not gonna do nothing with this guy. And that's it. The rain is there, as you can see, big squall. So we get like 25 knots of wind. We totally, and it's going up. We totally forgot a course, and now we bear out. It's not a big deal, but really raining. Well, we're gonna get an hour like that, and yeah, we try to be 120 degrees of the wind, and we just follow a course and wait this pass. Is going between 25 to 35 knots, so we just wait and make it happen. And this is part of the trick, you know this guy. Okay, 6 a.m. in the morning. This is our arrival in Trinidad, and so the story is we are in the channel entrance of Trinidad, and we get like 4 knots of currents ahead. So we try to go in 4 knots of current, but the problem is at the middle of the night, like midnight, when I start to the engine to charge the battery, after 10 minutes the engine died. The problem was I didn't close properly my fuel intake on the outside of the boat, and with so we get a really nasty weather the whole night, and with the water running on the deck we get some salt water coming and mixed with the diesel. And so the separator filter did the job, but it was like too much water. And the thing is, right now I get 100 meters in each side. I get wall, so if the motor die, I will not be able to restart it. And the problem is, I didn't take any spare jerrycan of diesel, so I have to deal with my fuel, which is on the main tank. We got a sailboat on the back of us, but unfortunately this guy doesn't reply to the VHF, so I tried to get it on the VHF and tell stay around, and maybe you can be a backup for us, but it didn't. So I get my lesson. I will always get a clean jerrycan of diesel, because if this happens it will be much easier. Yeah, Martin is a bit like stressed, but we have nothing to do, and he was really wavy at the entrance, so the only chance we can get is put the tender on the water and try to pull us if the motor die. So listen guys, close well your full intake and get a jerrycan of diesel somewhere which is really clean like this. If the weather die, the engine die because the diesel is not clean, you can go straight on this jerrycan and make it works. Except of that, this is a wonderful morning arrival, and we're gonna be happy to be in Trinidad and enjoying some time over here. So let's see you next week. Bye bye. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If it's the case, please thumb up. If you have any comment, please go ahead. From next week we're gonna change a little bit the video over here. We are gonna have on board a new crew who don't know how to sail, nothing, never been on the boat before. So we're gonna give her a little bit more the camera, and we're gonna get a new eyes, because I think, like, I'm living on board since 15 years, there is things I don't film because I'm thinking like, okay, these topics is okay, everyone know that, but maybe if you guys don't live on the boat, you're not aware about it. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna also teach to this person everything from how to switch on the water, to use the tap, how to finally take the boat alone and go around the world. So it will be step by step everything you need to know to sail around the world. Okay, so this is coming from next week. See you soon and bye bye.